Wrong. 30 left. Okay, questions from the audience.
Who would you like? Who's got a question? Yep. Stand up.
Is the iridescent next to the airplane? Because it's now it is blackout. Because iridescent is so beautiful, so it's blackout the next one.
What is the next video?
Yeah, they basically said to stay away from the bean sprouts, certain vegetables. Cooking is okay. Is that your question?
Yeah?
I didn't understand the question. What was the question? Oh, next video, iridescent.
Go ahead with your question.
After that, we're going to re-release One Step Closer in the original version. Instead of green, it's red.
Okay, go ahead.
Who produces the set list? Who makes it? Because every set list is different, and who changes it?
Zeus.
All right, we also got a question. There we go. You had a great question from before.
I just replied yesterday, or just answered the survey which Mike sent all of us, and I was just wondering, on one hand, I think everything really appreciates it to be asked our opinion, and I think it's a dream of every fan to be able to tell it. But I wanted to understand what's behind it. What's behind the survey? I'm not even sure all people here have seen it so far.
Somebody asked that somebody asked that on the comments underneath, and they said, why do you ask this question? Because, you guys are the ones, making the music and whatever. It doesn't matter what other people think, because obviously everybody is going to pull in different directions. And I told them that it's kind of like we're driving the boat, but it doesn't hurt to ask everybody on board if they want to stop somewhere. Right? But yeah, at the end of the day, we're not really asking you to drive the boat. We would want to know what you think then.
Hey Mike. Question for you. Seeing as you're a multi-instrumentalist, what is your favorite instrument to play and why?
I grew up playing piano. That's the most comfortable on.
Cool.
Here you go. Go ahead.
Okay, my question is, as a band, what it feels like to have such hits like In the End and play them every night. When Joe hits the first tones, everybody goes crazy and singing along. And I would like to know what it feels like to have such a big hit and such a big impact to the audience.
Thank you.
Sorry, can you repeat the question? Were you going to repeat it?
In the end.
His question
Hits like In the End, what it
like from your end? Yes.
Oh, I can only answer this. It's great.
My question is if you have some new ideas for putting your album, or maybe a producer that you want to choose. Is it going to be Rick Rubin again, or maybe you want to do totally something different?
Good question.
Yes.
Whoever that was. Rick?
Yes.
Right.
We have no idea.
Just stand up. Go ahead.
You'll know when we know.
So it's been 10 years since you started your career. Is there anything you regret?
Bad idea. I said a couple of hairstyles, and I tried to grow sideburns once, and that was about it.
Alright, my question, I'm not sure you know the answer, but I wanted to know where is the line between Linkin Park and Fort Minor and Dead by Summer's, because when I heard to I Have Not Begun, it was like, what's Linkin Park about it? So my question is, where's the line? Where do you decide this is Linkin Park, this is something else?
I think I should answer that question. It's a thought. I wasn't leading anywhere. It was just an independent thought that I should probably answer.
Who wants Brad to answer?
Nobody. I'm not going to speak to Mike, but I think there used to be a clear line as to what was not a Linkin Park song and what would be a good Linkin Park song. And I don't think that that line existed. So I think it's now become very apparent within the band that if we're passionate about a song, or someone likes something, regardless of the sound, style, it very well could end up on a Park record. 5 years ago, 8 years ago, I think that would be a different story.
I think in retrospect, and this gets back to the regret question, Chester was probably better suited to answer that question. So I regret earlier that I said I should answer it because I didn't have an answer, because that was probably a much better answer than what I could have said. That answers close to your question.
Because you guys change the music style so often, every record, and it's like a revolution, and every record is different from the other one. And I would like to ask you if you can give me a tip for everyone here and to make his own songs, own music, to not copy other bands.
Number one award. But I think in like
Anything, I used to, like when I was growing up drawing, I would always when I was younger. And that's how you learn. I mean, you know, you like something a lot, you learn a lot about it by studying it, and you know, that way you're not reinventing the wheel. Does that make sense? So like if you like, I loved, when I was a little kid, I loved Garfield cartoons, so I draw Garfield all the time. And eventually, you know, when you get enough of those things under your belt, I think you gain tools to be able to do your own thing. You know, you gotta have a little bit of, you gotta have like a foundation in order to build up your own thing, and also to know